Okay, if you're wondering why there's like light behind me, it's because it is 5:45 in the morning. Didn't realize it was that late. But I just finished watching History 3. I don't know if it's like a different show or it's season 3. I think it's season 3. History 3 Trapped, and it is I'm so fucked up from this show. It is the best show I think I've seen in the past decade. And I've seen a lot of shows, but that one was so good. I've been dying to watch shows with like less straight white people. And you know how many white people I saw on that show? Zero. It was amazing. And it was gay and it was great and it was, oh my god, such a good fucking show. It was so well written. The We're gonna get into heavy spoilers about the show because all I can think about right now is the show and I need to talk about it. I don't care if literally none of you have even heard of the concept of the show, but I need to talk about it because oh my god, the show is so good. So heavy spoilers if you want to see it. Fucking oh my god, please go watch it. It's so good. Like it's let's get into a little bit before I get into like the spoilers. It's a Taiwanese like soap opera and it's so good. Like it's a whole story called His Story. It's like a show. It's a web series, I think that's what they call it. And like there's like 10 episodes per like season. But I think each season's made up of two different stories and each season's a separate show. Kind of like how there was like Jonas and Jonas LA, but it's like the same show but they have different titles. You get it? Yeah. And it's so good. It's so good. This season or this story was about a mob boss and a cop falling in love, and it was the best thing I've ever fucking seen. Now we're gonna get into some spoilers. So if that didn't sell you, just know that it gets my full stamp of approval. I don't care if I don't care about your opinion. You should watch it because I'm right and you're wrong. So shut up. You should listen to me when I say you need to watch it. It's so good. It is in Taiwanese, so you do have to like read. But if you've seen the movie Parasite, which I hope to fucking god you have, then you know that that doesn't matter because the best media is not in English. So good. Okay, now I gotta talk about it because oh my god, I just finished that last episode and I am still emotionally like my emotions are truly just like I want to scream. First of all, I'm gonna get a lot of their names wrong because it takes me about like 10 episodes to learn characters' names when I'm getting into a show, and there are only 10 episodes in the season. So, Tangi, fucking love him so goddamn much. He deserves the world. I love him. He's been through so much. Like his dad. Oh my god, there's so many levels to his family trauma. Oh my god. His fucking like adopted parents like treated him like shit, and then he finally got a dad who like loved and cared about him and raised him, and then he was straight up fucking murdered. And then the guy who he thought murdered him ended up being his real dad, which was like already a fucking crazy plot twist. Who the hell saw that coming? But then like Shafe was like get to know him, you don't want to have any regrets, and he was like okay, maybe I'll start to do that. So then they like both reconcile over the fact that they lost his mom, and then as he's walking away he kills himself, and I'm just like oh my god, that came out of fucking left goddamn field. I was what? That was crazy. That shit was crazy. I didn't expect that at all. Like, why were they pushing so heavily for them to reconcile if he was just gonna die? But then he left the note and it was like, oh, god damn it. Such a good show. I've been watching the show for about 3 months now, even though there's only 10 episodes, because I've been stretching it out, because I've been like, this show's so good, I don't want it to end. I still don't emotionally know how to move on from this show. I don't know how I could start another season, because I'm sure that all the other seasons are great, like, equally, like, great, but I'm still so emotionally attached to the show, because it was so well written. They gave Tangi such a perfect character arc in 10 episodes. It was amazing. They wrote him so goddamn well. Oh my god, he came in and he was like stoic, he had no emotions and he was mean, but then at the end he learns to love, and he has like emotions and he learns to let go, and they gave him so much development. It was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'm still fucked up though because they don't tell you how long he's gonna be in prison for. Cause like, yeah, in the end, he has to go to prison. I don't get why, because I'm guessing that the justice system in there is vastly different than the one in America, but like, he shouldn't go to prison unless someone's pressing charges against him, and he shot his boyfriend, so like, why would he press charges against him to go to prison? Why would he want his boyfriend to go to prison? So I'm just like, what? But they won't tell us how long he's in prison for. He just said, when I get out. And I'm like, when is that? When is he gonna get out of prison? I feel like I'm just left with all this unknowing. But I feel like we need a second part to the story. I know that like that's the one of the stories in season 2 got picked up for like a continuation movie, and I want that for this story. It's so good, and there's so much story left to tell. Like they still need to legitimize the mob. So like, I want the rest of the story. And like now Jack needs to figure out how if I can find a job. Oh my god, we need to get into Jack and Zauzi, because oh my god, their relationship, it's so, I love how they were able to write two equally good relationships that were vastly different. And it was just the writing in the show was amazing. It's so hard to find a show with good writing. There's so many shows where they just write and it's just bad and nothing makes sense and there's no continuity. They plan their shit when they write this. It's so good. Like, Jack was a mercenary. I wanted to trust him. I really felt bad vibes, like seasons at episode 7. I felt like I was like, is he the person that we're trying to find? Is he the snitch? But then he wasn't, and I was like, oh, it's fine. But then he ended up being a fucking mercenary. But apparently it's all good because when Tangi confronted him, they seemed to be like chill about it. But like, Jack was like gonna leave to go to Cambodia, but then like he found Zauzi because Zauzi was so broken. Oh my god, if anyone deserves the entire universe, it's Zauzi. That boy is so sweet. I love him. He's the epitome of a himbo, and he deserves all the rights. He's so sweet. He's lost so much, and he just like lost everything that day, and he almost lost Jack, but then Jack was like, if you want me to stay, I will stay, and then he told him to stay, and then he stayed. I'm not used to a show that doesn't queerbait me. So I'm just, this show fucked me up. It gave me like two fully developed relationships that they teased and that actually panned. That's just crazy to me. It's, oh my god. Never been fed this well. But as much as I love Jack and Zauzi, their relationship just a tiny tad bit manipulative. I don't know if it's just the translation like difference through the subtitles, but like I feel like Jack is just sort of, he gives Zauzi all these ultimatums, even though it's clear that Zauzi doesn't really like, isn't 100% there and comfy with the fact that he's like in love with the guy. But it's fine because they have a give and take. It's not fully one-sided, because when Jack was having the conversation at the end of episode 10, Zauzi was like, no, we're not doing this. You used me, fuck you. But then like they reconciled. Like, it's clear that Zauzi does have the ability to be like, no, I don't want this. But it also is sort of in a manipulative way of being like, if I leave, you will never see me again. So you have to be sure that you want me here. Or you have to be sure that you want me to go. And it's like, but regardless, the relationship's so cute. The build-up of them flirting for these past, like, 10 episodes was everything. Oh my god. Oh, that was everything. They're such a good couple. They're so cute. All of them were so cute. Oh my god, no. Like, once Tangi and Xiaofei got fucking together, they were the softest goddamn couple, and it makes me so emotional. Because they were just so soft. Like, they would just, like, hold hands, or just put, like, their head on their shoulder, and it was so soft. Like, oh my god. They deserve the world. And this show, it was so good. This show fucking screamed gay rights, and I loved it. I loved that moment. I don't even remember who he was talking to. I think it was Xiaofei talking to like Jack. Once Jack, yeah, because Jack asked him how he felt about Xiaofei and Tangi being together, and then Zauzi goes on this whole fucking rampage about being like, I support my friend in everything that he does, and if you don't support him, you're no friend of mine. And I was like, hell yeah, bitch! He said gay rights. Oh my god, that was amazing. This show was so good. And like they did talk about the fact that they were gay, but they didn't make it like a big deal or the focal point of any of their characters. It was amazing. Because there were moments where like, oh my god, I haven't even talked about Huggy and how much I fucking love her. Oh my god, she's such a bad bitch and I love her. But when Huggy was talking to Tangi about about his relationship, and she was like, you know, you're gonna have a really difficult time, you know, being gay. But Tangi was like, but I love him and it's worth it. And it was just such a good, oh my god, just the writing is impeccable. And I bet, because like, I only got basically like maybe 70% of the full story because of, you know, translation and like whatever they meant to say in Taiwanese is not going to be 100% what I'm getting in English. But even then, the story was amazing. Oh my god, the story was so good. I don't even think it's been 3 months. I think it's been way longer than 3 months. I feel like I started this show like in November and I've just emotionally not been ready to continue it. And now it's 10 and I'm so left with wanting more. I want so much more out of this story. But we have to talk about Hong Yi. Hong Yi, and I completely forget her boyfriend's name. I think it's Dao Yi, but I am not 100% sure because he wasn't in the show that much and it took me a really long time to remember everybody's name. But their relationship was something crazy as well because it was so clear that like they had this weird give and take thing, and I just kept being like, girl, like just let it go, or like, dude, like get with her. It's so clear that she keeps confessing her feelings for you, keep pushing her away, and I'm like, what's up with this? Until you see the flashback where it's Huggy and Tangi being adopted by their dad, and you see Dao Yi there, and you're like, oh, he's like a full-ass adult when she's like 9. So he's like 30 years older than her. And then I was like, okay, wait, I get these reservations. Because before I thought he was just be like, I just want to be professional and I want to keep this strictly business. But it's also the fact that he's like 50 or 60 and she's like 30. And I'm just like, oh, that is an issue. I get it now. But then they got together and they were so cute and I love that for them. Oh my god. I loved also that they were not the focal point of the story as the only straight couple. They did that. They wrote a story for the gays. They were like, we will have a straight couple, but they will not be the center point. American television could fucking never. Oh my god, it was so good. The only issue, which is the most minor issue ever, the only issue I had with this story was that when Hong Yi gets kidnapped by, I don't know his name other than Wen, but I think his name isn't just Wen, it's Wen something. But the mob boss, who is Tang Yi's real dad, I'm not just gonna call him Wen. I don't think that's right though. But when Hong Yi gets kidnapped, and then Wen is about to kill Tang Yi, and then Xiaofei comes out with the information that like that's your real dad, and then they just go to all having a conversation like outside of the hostage room, and I'm like, but is Hong Yi okay? And they never really explain the fact that she's okay, or they never really cut back to her being like processing the trauma of being kidnapped, especially since she was supposed to have fled the country. That was the whole thing, was that she was fleeing the country to like go be safe, and then she was still somehow like in the country to be kidnapped, and then her boyfriend, who was supposed to go with her, was nowhere to be seen in this kidnapping situation, so like where was he? I wish that had a little bit more story, but also they gave us like an hour-long finale, so like I'm not complaining. That's just truly a minor thing. Everything else with the story was amazing, especially since the arc of all the characters was amazing. All of the characters were great. Andy? Can we talk about Andy? Andy was so fucking funny. He was a amazing character. And again, another gay character who was also in a relationship. Oh my god. American TV could truly never do this. This was great. It was just such a good fucking show. I loved the end of the end scene between I think it was the doctor. Even though I remember the doctor looking different in the earlier episodes, I think it's his like doctor friend. The one Tang Yi was having tea with at the end. His name starts with a J, but I completely forgot what it was. It's clear that his friend was gay, and like all of Tagi's friends are clearly gay, and I love that because it's like true to life. You know, birds of a feather flock together. We know that to be true. But like it wasn't like the defining thing about any of them really. They were all characters outside the fact that they were gay, and they all like, but like being gay was also part of their lives, and it just like, I just love to see that Tagi had friends. Oh my god, I just love the development of their relationship. Because even though there was a whole ass plot about like solving this 4-year-old murder that was like actually interesting and riveting and tied into the story beautifully, they also fully developed this relationship and a one on the side. Oh my god, the writing was so good. I don't know if like my standards are just super low from American TV, but I don't think I could watch American TV after this. Like, why would I ever want to do that? American TV, full of straight, white, boring couples. This? What? Why would I ever? Why would I ever? What does American TV give me? Nothing. It gives me nothing. It gives me nothing but boringness. You've seen all of my videos about American TV and how much I just complain about how bad they are. This show? So good. Nothing but praise. I want them to make so many more. The only issue I have is that there's not more of it. I want more story. I want to see what happens after Tagi gets out of prison. I need to see Jack and Zhaozi being a couple, like living together, because Jack doesn't have a job anymore because he quit. He quit being in the mob. I need to see them legitimize their group. I need to see more of the story. I need to see who this new captain is. Because they set up all these things that are obviously going to happen after the story's like ended, but they put the end. And I was just like, oh my god, I want more story. But that's always better. That's always a good thing, is to want more than to have too much and have it be bad. You know, like all the TV shows in America. Oh, that's such a good fucking story. Like, it's one of my favorite tropes too. It's a hate to love at you. It's like they started hating each other, you know. One's from the mob, one is a cop, and then they end up growing together. I only wish that Xiaofei had grew a bit more and had a bit more character development, because I feel like a lot of the story was him sort of changing and helping Tang Yi grow, but I feel like there could have been moments where Xiaofei could have been like, oh, maybe I'll step back and I'll change a bit and I'll change my perspective. Because yes, he came through with a lot of logic. So whenever Xiaofei was like, I want this thing to happen, and then he explained why, it made perfect sense. But I feel like, you know, Tang Yi deserved to kill some bitches. Like, he found the guy that murdered his father. He should have been allowed to kill him. That was he should have been allowed to kill him. And I feel like Xiaofei should have like taken a step back and been like, I know I'm a cop and I know that this goes against everything I believe in, but like the man that I love is face to face with the person who took away everything from him, and he should be able to get his revenge and kill him. And I just thought that he deserved that. But, you know, he did come through with the logic that was like, you know, this killing him is not gonna do anything for you, and it's only gonna make things worse, and it's gonna hurt me. And then Tagi was like, but I don't want to hurt you. And you're right. And then he didn't kill him, but he still ended up shooting him anyways because Xiaofei's fucking stupid. If you see a bullet, why are you gonna jump in front of it, you idiot? And then he got shot. I lost my mind when he got shot. Oh my god. He's been injured so many times. I completely forgot how I wish there were more fight scenes. That's it. See, all of the things that I want from the show are not to change it. I just want more. I wish there was another fight scene, because remember in like episode 1 or 2 when you see them fighting together against the bad guys trying to kill him? That was beautiful. And there was like no other fight scenes of them together after that, and I wish that there were more. I really need to start watching it watch the show from the beginning and just watch it through once more, maybe twice more. It's such a good show. Oh my god. He was shot so many times. He was shot twice. He was like stabbed. He's been through so much. And he did that because he loves him. Oh my god. I just truly, oh my god, no, I know I just saw this, but I love those moments at the end when they were just soft and just together. They were just together. It was nothing big. They were just together. They were just together. Oh my god, what a show. I don't know what else I can say. The show was just so fucking good. Jack was truly, I think, my favorite character because he was so clearly so smart. The driver, I literally forgot his name, but the one who was like in love with Tangi and like tried to like drug and molest him. What a fucking loser. He should have also been murdered. But Xiaofei is just like, no, you gotta hand him over to the police. I don't know if I can call this cop propaganda because I don't know. I think it is a little bit, but I don't know how the justice system is in Taiwan in order to like properly judge this. Because I know if this were in America, this would definitely be cop propaganda. Because no, cops are bad, obviously. But I don't know if in Taiwan maybe they're good. I don't live there. I wish I did now, but I don't. I wish I knew any Taiwanese Mandarin, like literally any little bit of it, but I don't. I'm just emotionally not ready to let go of this story because I just love it so much. Oh my god, it was so well written. I also wish that there was a double date. We never got a double date because they didn't get together until like the end. We need another season. I think that's what we need. I love the fact that they keep giving us new stories. I love it. Because I know that the second part of season 3 is another Hate to Love You, and it's in high school. And I'm sorry, I'm so excited to like when I'm emotionally ready to move on, that I can watch that. But like, I just want more. We never got to see them go on a double date. I want to see Tangyi and Xiaofei go on a double date with Zhaozi and Jack. I want to see them all go on a double date. It'd be so cute. Let them go on a double date. That's all that I want. I just want more of the story. I don't think that we'll get it because I think that's like sort of the format of the show is that you just get one story. It gets the 10 episodes and then it's over. Which is like, I get it. You write a story for a certain amount of time. Like you write the full story, you fit into 10 episodes and then it's over. But I wish there was more. Wish there was more. I love this show so much. So good. Yeah. I read this thing online that was like you can't get into new shows sometimes because your body doesn't really have that emotional capacity to like get into new things. I fully understand that feeling, and that is what I feel whenever I finish any story because I emotionally invest. And then just like leaving it feels like a breakup. It just doesn't feel good to like leave it. Cuz I'm just like it was so good. I still can't fucking believe he died. My god. What was that about? Why would they kill Wen? When they were hyping it up so much for him to reconcile with his son. Why would they? I'm real fucked up by that story. It was so good. I highly recommend anybody and everybody watch it. Oh my god. I think it's just so good. It was so well written. I cannot believe it's so good. Yeah. My brain is still frazzled. As you can see, the sun is coming up because it is like 6 a.m. I do need to sleep because I do need to go to work. But my heart is still with this story and it's still just like, fuck. And see, I knew it wasn't done. It wasn't over-sexualized, and I love that because the fetishization of Asian men is nasty, and the fetishization of gay men is also nasty. So they had ample opportunity to do both in this show, and they did neither. They kept it very PG-13, and it was perfect. It was amazing. It was perfect. It was so well done. Show was so good. I want to watch it every day until I die. Because, like, the beginning of the show is so different from the end of the show. Because, like, the beginning of the show is just like, you get to know all the characters, and it's fun, and it's silly, and everyone's mad at each other, and they're fighting, but there's some tension. And then the end is just so soft and so pure, and everyone loves each other. Like, I do feel like Xiaofei said I love you a bit early, because I feel like they just got together, maybe last week, but they're just like U-Haul lesbians. They move really fast because they're expressing their emotions. It's fine. Like Xiaofei said, he's not afraid to express his emotions, and we respect that. Just the way that the relationship developed was so sweet because it was so clear that like Xiaofei was like into him and so jealous of all the men around Tangyi because like Tangyi had Andy And then he had that scene where he was like complaining to Andy, and then Andy got on his knees, and what was he going to do if not the thing that we all thought he was gonna do? And then like Xiaofei barges in. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your hands off of him. As if he like owns him or something. But it was because he was jealous. Everyone was so well dressed. The fashion sense of all the characters were amazing. Zhao Zi came in with so many fucking fire looks. Oh my god. He dressed like a child, but in the best way. I loved his looks. And Tang Yi, whenever he had his suits collection was amazing. And I love that they always put him in a suit in order to show how like straight-laced and like serious he is. But then when they did the flashbacks with his dad, he was always in like jeans and he was casual and he looked like a kid. It was just, oh my god, it was such a fucking well done show, bitch. Oh my god, the costuming, even down to the last detail, it made sense. Oh my god. Emotionally, I am not ready to move on from the show, but I do need to like move on with my life at the very least. I do need to go to sleep. But fuck. I will make another video if I ever end up watching another season. I just might not. This is what happened when I watched anime. The first anime I ever watched was Ouran High School Host Club, and that is the best anime ever, period. I tried to watch anime after that, and none of them were ever as good. And I was just like, oh, well, I guess I don't watch anime anymore. I guess I just watch this one anime. It's hard when you've peaked. It's hard when you know you've reached the best that it can be, and you're just like, guess I'm done.